welcome back to the channel. Are you a Magic the Gathering fan? Did you know there is a board game based on the Magic the Gathering universe? Yes! It's Heroes of Dominaria Board Game. This is made by WizKids. It's a game 2 to 4 players. Takes around 75 to 90 minutes and basically, let's be realistic here and serious. It's an attempt for Wizards of the Coast to get into the board game section. So they have tried several times with um, Lords of Waterdeep, which is fairly a good game. I like it a lot. There's also Tyrants of the Underdark, which I've never played, and not sure if it's Wizards of the Coast or not, but there are those Dungeons and Dragons dungeon crawler games like The Legend of Drizzt, Castle Ravenloft, Wrath of Ashardalon, Temple of Elemental Evil, and many others. But this is the only game that I know that is within the Magic the Gathering universe. Which is, being a Magic fan is like, wow, but at the same time is, watch out. Is this a good thing? So let's try to figure it out. And let's say how do they welcome us as a player here. So Dominaria awaits a hero. Greetings, Planeswalker. So if you don't know what a Planeswalker is, if you are coming here from the board game side, so the Planeswalker, the Magic, there are lots of planes that you can. There are some people or beings that can travel through the planes. Those are called the Planeswalkers. So you'll be a Planeswalker in this game. You have ended up on Dominaria, which is one of the planes, one of the most important one in the lore. A world on demand. Mana has begun to flood back into the plane, but the sinister Cabal, I don't know who the Cabal are. I don't remember seeing those on the cards. They seek to control everything. Travel the ancient land of Dominaria, collecting mana, building Manaliths. Mana, that's something that just came up here. Manalith. I've never heard of this. I don't remember any card that mentioned Manalith, but I may be wrong. It's a way to. It's those things here. You see, Manaliths. It's a monolith, but for mana, Manalith. Rediscovering lost artifacts and confronting the Cabal by building leylines, which is this ticket to ride thing here. You will be able to extend your reach in gathering your mana that you need to bring you closer to your goal, become a hero of Dominaria. Yep, hero of Dominaria. So we can see here on the cover that we have the fairy, Karn. I don't know who this is. So let's figure it out and see what is inside Heroes of Dominaria. By the way, if you're a Magic fan, I then have a full playlist dedicated with tons, hundreds of content for Magic the Gathering, which I'm a huge fan as well. So if just watching this video is not a reason enough for you to leave that like and consider subscribing, then take a look at the content that I have there, because I'm constantly bringing more and more commander decks and other things in Magic, reels, etc. So don't forget to hit that like button. Okay. I'm surprised by the weight of this box because it's very heavy for a game this size. It's very heavy. It feels like it's filled until the very top with something. So let's see what it is. Super heavy. Lots of heavy components for sure. Okay. We start with the manual. Let's take a look at it. It's not a big manual, just like 8 pages. Okay, an overview, how to win the game, which is getting more points, and I'll show you how to get points. You can get it from quests, scoring on artifacts, the Manaliths. The Manaliths basically are like a splendor thing that will give you passive mana every turn if you invest in them. There are the Cabal tokens. I'm super curious what these Cabal things are. Okay, and there will be public quests which you'll try to get to them. The first one gets top points 10, and then the second one gets 7, and the third and fourth one don't get anything. Taking your turn. Okay, and there's also a very worker place worker place logic here, which is, oh, there you go, there's a board here, so let's take a look at it immediately. Let's see the fairies. Oh, jeez, it just came out. So yeah, I'll explain how it works. The fairy, there it is. There's some background story here. The fairy, hero of Dominaria, human planeswalker born in Zalfir and trained at the first Tolarian Academy by Planeswalker Urza. These are very important people in the lore. In Magic lore, the fairy was a magical prodigy and later a planeswalker on its own right. He sacrificed his planeswalker spark to save Dominaria from a temporal crisis, but he could not save his beloved Zalfir, which was lost in time. Now restored as a planeswalker in the multiverse that has passed him by, the fairy stands on crossroads. Yeah, this just goes nowhere because this is not canon. Okay, so yeah, you see all those wood components, so they will be, you'll have here the monoliths, you'll have here the ley lines, and you'll have here your workers, so the moment you take them out, you'll start scoring the topmost right number you see, so another way to score. And here is when you defeat the Cabal, which are those creatures that will appear on the map, you'll start accumulating here the Cabal tokens, and then on the end of the game, the leftmost number will be also a scoring thing. Okay, so the only connection with Magic that you can easily find, besides in terms of mechanics, right? Besides the characters and the symbols, etc., the only close connection with Magic is you'll be collecting mana in the map, and then you can use mana to make 5 actions, which are basically the same actions for every planeswalker, which is 3 mana here, 1 being green to build a ley line, which are those wooden rectangles to connect the places in the map. I'll show you on the map. Then with the red and 4 more, you build a monolith. So once you build a monolith, you can only have 1 monolith per color, right? And so if you have a red monolith built on a red place, then every turn when you start, you have a passive red mana that you can use. So splendor thing. Then with black and 2 more, you defeat a Cabal in the map, and you get the token here. With blue, you can pick up artifacts. I definitely want to see the artifacts because that's where you have. I hope that I will be able to recognize some of Magic historical artifacts and related things to the lore. And then with white, you build more workers here. Okay, so that's it. So that's the fairy. We see an example here of a quest, which is a public quest. Complete this quest if you have recruited all your workers. So if you are the first one to recruit all your workers, 10, but if you are the second one, you only get 7. Then another planeswalker. We all know this one is Chandra, right? Chandra, the bold pyromancer. There is no virtue in subtlety, at least not as far as Chandra Nalaar is concerned. She's a confident, ardent, defiant planeswalker whose speciality is pyromancy. Spells of fire, and more fire, which is completely useless in this game because there's no reference to fire or magics or whatever. It's just walking around the map. Prismatic domain. So Prismari. So there's some guild called Prismari that's from Strixhaven, but it's not prismatic. So complete this quest if you build all your monoliths. So if you build the monoliths, you get this one. Who do we have here now? The one that I was not able to recognize. And now looking at her, I don't know who she is. She seems like a captain of a boat, but it's not Cizay. So she is Joyra. Oh, she is the Weatherlight captain. What's happening here? Because the Weatherlight captain was Cizay, but she died, right? So maybe later on there was another captain, Joyra. So I need to go back to the Magic lore. Study this a bit more. I don't think I have ever heard of Joyra. As a student of Urza's original Tolaria Academy, Joyra befriended the future Planewalker Korn, and Teferi became immortal by accident, helped create the weather. Okay, so she's before the Weatherlight. She created Weatherlight. And commanded the sky ship on its first voyage. Now 1200 years old, she was raised and restored, the legendary ship, and in the hopes that it will help foster the new era of peace and growth. I need to check it, see if she's just for here or not. And then another quest is complete this quest if you build all your ley lines. Very simple. And then we have Karn. Karn, we all know Karn. Karn, Scion of Urza. It looks very cool here. There's Urza on the back. Karn was created by the planeswalker Urza to fight the machine monstrosities of Phyrexia. Centuries later, Karn helped end the Phyrexian invasion. At that moment, Karn became the only known artificial planeswalker, inheriting the spark of his creator. Now Phyrexia has taken on new life on a distant plane, and Karn is preparing to fulfill his destiny once more. What happens then is that Mirrodin becomes new Phyrexia, right? Yeah, that's it. And then the Phyrexians never go away. Complete this quest if you have 5 or more Cabal tokens, the Dark Conglomeration. And then lots of mana tokens here. Complete this quest if you have 5 or more artifacts, so that's the artifact quest. Okay, and we continue to see the huge amount of tokens there is. Okay, so now, wow, the interesting stuff is hidden here below. Okay, so let's take a look at the map now. The board. Let's see if I can show everything here. Okay, so I want to show you this especially because there are some locations that would be interesting. So the game is played for 8 rounds here. 9, 10 or 11 considering the number of players. And then you'll be traveling around, building your manoliths, creating your ley lines, getting the mana from all these places. So some of the names I immediately recognize, like Bogardan from the Hammer of Bogardan, the Urborg Panther, the Llanowar Elves, the Larian Academy, but some of the names I'm feeling very bad because I don't think I've ever heard of them. Oh, Keld Champion or Keld whatever, Howling Sea doesn't ring a bell. Sursi or Vada, but Benalia rings me some kind of bell. Benalia, like monks or knights of Benalia, something like that. But the other ones, I don't know. Vodasi, no. And you'll be traveling around with these fellows here. Let's take a look at the minis. So this is the premium edition, so the minis come pre-painted, but yeah. 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 Magic deserves something better. I don't even like the fire. The fire is yellow, not orange here. And she looks like Dragon Ball Super Saiyan Chandra instead of having her hair on fire. So we could do an easy comparison here. Give me just a sec. Yeah, let's put it side by side and compare. Yeah. Oh god. So she has a normal hair and then only the tips are on fire. Here she's like all Super Saiyan. Okay, I like Karn. I like Karn. Yeah, Karn looks cool. This one looks cool. Yes. And from what I'm seeing here, the fairy doesn't look bad. Well, except his eyes, which looks like he just saw something that he was not expecting. Like, oh, what's that? The rest, the clothing looks, yeah. Except the eyes, the rest doesn't look bad. This, yeah. So there was the minis. Then we have the manoliths. Oh, it looks like carrots. The manoliths, the workers, the ley lines. There's a bag here for the tokens, I guess. And then we have 2 decks of cards, which is what we are going to focus now. And I'm dying to see the artifacts, so I'm going to start with the artifacts. I don't think this is a game that is worth the sleeve because it's not a deck building. One less for me to sleep. One less. Okay, they're all the same. No. So we have the artifacts and we have the quests. Because there are also, besides the public quests, you will also get your own quests. We'll see those. Starting with the artifacts. Okay. Wow, Black Blade Reforged! Okay, I guess all these cards will have a reference. There's the Black Blade here, which you can pay this to confront the Cabal, so it becomes cheaper to kill Cabals, because the normal cost of to fight the Cabal is 3, and with Black Forge you just pay 2, and it's worth 4 points. Wow, 115 different cards. The Black Lotus! I'm unboxing a Black Lotus on camera! Woo! I'm not using Blue Glove like the Open Booster channel. Ah, Black Lotus. You may score Black Lotus. You may score Black Lotus to add 3 mana to your mana pool. What is scoring Black Lotus? Is discarding Black Lotus? But it gives 5 points in the end, so lots of points. The Druidic Satchel. I don't know this one. Okay, so it gives you discount for ley lining. Karn Excavator. Discount for Manoliths building. The Lightning Greaves. You may move an additional time each turn. Okay, the Lightning Greaves. And then you get Aced. And then you get X-Proof. And equip 0. That's it. Mirari. Okay, so this is the artifact that that had the oil, right? That started Mirrodin. Wow, such a beautiful references. Mirari. So Mirari was the artifact that was hidden in Mirrodin. I think it was so. Sorry, the lore is so big, so vast, but so good, and I simply cannot memorize everything. I forget it. And to hear again and again and again. Unfortunately, when you play the game, you don't get the lore. Yeah, I know. The flavor text, it's just for decoration. You don't learn the lore from the flavor text. You need to watch those videos, read the books. You may use two movement actions and 1 collect action to collect all mana from a location with one of your workers and all locations adjacent to that worker. Okay, so it's a mana collection. The Mox Amber. Once each turn, when you collect mana, collect an additional mana of that color from. Okay, so it gives you 1 more. Max Emerald. Okay, gives you a green. Mox Jet. The artwork is good. I like the artwork. Mox Pearl. Mox Ruby. Mox Sapphire. The Power Stone Shard. Profane Memento. I don't remember this reference. Sorcerer's Wand. Not Throne of Empire. That's strange. I never heard of it. The Time Vault. That's a card that give you an extra turn. Urza's Tome. Wanderer's Twig, and the Weatherlight. Indeed, it's exactly the Weatherlight. How I remember him. It's so cool. Now this game is scoring points on me because so far I can tell you that. But now, let's see the quests. Dauntless Bodyguard. So complete this quest anytime, and you get a reward. Give the man of your shot. Okay. Oh, so there's some repetition here. Druidic Council. I'm just going to focus on the cards. Hero Summit, so that's the cover of the game. Invoke the Divine. Knight of Grace. Merchant's Caravan. Mourn the Fallen. Pilgrimage of Sarah. Sergeant at Arms. Clifftop Retreat. This must be a card in the game. Must be 2 of them. Relic Runner. Sage of Latnam. The name tells me something, but I cannot tell what it is. Tragic Poet. Weight of Memory. Okay, so this is based on the game. Woodland Cemetery. Blessed Light. Oh, this is a Cabal? So these are the Cabal, probably? Charge. charge. So these are like knights of white color. Gideon's reproach. Oh, Gideon is not part of this, but he is appearing here on the cards. Radiant lightning. Soul Savage. Sprite's trickery. Vicious offering. Again, the Cabals. Cabal stronghold. Never see that. Never seen it. Glorious Empire. What the hell is that? It looks like the castle of Darth Vader in planet whatever, Mustafar or whatever. Elf aim druid. No. Chaos Blessing. Okay, Chaos Blessing. This is a card. Chaos Chosen. No, that's Titania's Chosen. Leyline Nexus. Memorial to Unity. To Nature's Spiral. And yeah, okay. Okay, cool. No, if you like Magic, then you'll start to like this game once you take a look at these cards. Whoa! Whoa. I hope everyone is alive there, because this was too strong. We need to start doing these things off camera, or behind camera at least. Okay, so now these are the cards that you take on your turn, and basically these are where the mana is going to be spawned, right? So this will spawn a white mana in Parma. Where's Parma? Parma. There's Parma there. It's off camera a bit. And also there's what's this? A Cabal, right? Yeah, see? There's a Cabal symbol. So Cabal goes there. There's Benalia or Vada, so all the white places with some repetition there. And some of them, wait, this one doesn't even have a name. Maybe it's a special card that you choose or goes everywhere. But all of them will bring, no, not all of them. So these are the Cabal ones and then the artifact ones that will spawn an artifact. Okay. Then blue looks cool, so Cabal blues and artifact blues. Then black for artifacts, Urborg, Corellian, and black for artifacts. Then the red is mountains, as you can expect, mountains. And last but not least, that's green with forests, Llanowar, typical Verdura. Yeah, cool. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. Nothing else here to open. So yeah, just bringing the box as usual for closure. And this was Heroes of Dominaria. I hope you have enjoyed that. Don't forget to hit that like button to help this channel to grow. I'm gonna do a new party when getting to the 3000s. We are almost there. Many changes, cool things to bring to the channel. So don't forget to help in hitting that subscribe, like, sharing with friends, Magic friends and board game friends, checking board game playlists and Magic playlists, and many other content that I have in the channel. So thank you in advance for that, and I hope to see you in the next videos. Goodbye.